So, hi guys, welcome back to Trend Talks. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Emerald, and as always, please remember to like, share, and hit that subscribe button. So, first and foremost, thank you guys so much for loving me. I got your remedies. I finally tried the hot water, the lemon, and the honey, and my throat is a million times better. You guys are the real deal. I'm so blessed to have you, so blessed to have people who are so supportive. I'm just so happy, guys. Thank you so much for the get well soon wishes. I don't take that for granted. I'm much better now thanks to you guys. Now let's get to business. So now, like I've always said, don't mess with the Sussex Bureau of Investigation. I repeat, don't mess with the Sussex Bureau of Investigation, because what they are going to do is deliver receipts. What they're going to do, they're going to come for your ass. So don't mess with the Sussex Bureau of Investigation. So right now, as many of you may know by now, is Natasha, Kate's a stylist or assistant, has been making waves all over social media, and for one thing in particular. So this girl had her follow account hidden. You know, on Instagram there's a feature where if you don't want people to know who you're following, you can keep it hidden. The people who will choose to, let people, majority will be like, okay, you can see who I'm following, and then those ones who are a bit private and they don't want people to know who they're following. Well, guess what? Just hours after it was announced that she's no longer going to be working with Kate, what did she do? She decided to unprivate her her following list. So that means people can see who she's following. And guess what? Guess what, you guys? She was following so many people. Meghan's friends, she was following Meghan, she was following As Ever, she was following some of these fashion sites dedicated to Meghan, like what Meghan wore. Like this, it's a big Instagram account that posts outfits that Meghan wore and where you can shop them, where you can get them. Every time Meghan is spotted outside, that's where people run to get Meghan's outfits. She was following that. For a very long time, we've always known Kate copies Meghan. That is a fact. She copies everything. Even her style. It's so evident. Even when Durant just kept saying, no, it's Meghan who copies Kate. No. I mean, this right now has just proved everything, and the Rangers are so quiet about this one. Because what do you mean? This woman was following Meghan. Every person, Abigail Spencer, Cardi, every person, Meghan's close circle, she was there. She is obsessed. Kate is obsessed with Meghan, and literally, it's scary. People are like, she needs to get help. And now, after being exposed, guess what she did? She unfollowed Meghan and As Ever, but she is still following, guess who? The other, Meghan's friends, Meghan Inner Circle, what Meghan wore. It's really crazy. It's sickening. And here's the thing. A lot of people on social media feel like she did it deliberately. It's like, this is a message to Kate. Like, hey, I know she did it so deliberately. Why would you do that? Because if people think like they had a fallout, like it was not an amicable separation, like, hey, now we've been together for 15 years, I think it's about time you go pursue your other ventures, just do your own thing. No, people think it was not amicable. They've had a bad fallout. And that's why Kate's outfits have been so hideous. And even people are like, oh, maybe that's why she missed Asuka, because she did not have anyone to style her. Because this is so sick, guys. This is scary, and I've seen people say, hey, we need to protect Meghan at all costs, because this is really scary. Who does that? And this is just, one thing I know, and I've also seen people say on social media, is just a matter of time we're going to find out that Kate's banner account, because I am 1000% sure William and Kate have banner accounts dedicated to trolling Harry and Meghan. And also, you remember that story back in the day where Kensington Palace sent out this intern to pretend to do this investigation on why people love Harry and Meghan, only to find out that she works with Kate on LinkedIn, and then she disappeared. She was giving people these forms to fill on why they love Harry and Meghan. So they were collecting data on Harry and Meghan from Meghan's fans, and then she was caught. So this is so sickening. This is crazy. People are like, hey, we need to protect Meghan. Meghan needs security. Because for you to do that is next level. And also the fact that she did not unfollow these accounts before she made it public, that's also telling. It's like, that's why people are convinced she was doing it deliberately. Then after she was exposed, what did she do? She decided to unfollow Meghan, and as ever. We always say that these people keep tabs on everything Meghan does. Every single thing, from what she wears, who she associates with, they keep tabs on these people. But you'll hear Didn't just say, no, we don't care, Meghan is boring, Meghan is irrelevant. If she is so irrelevant, why is Kate's stylist following her friends? Why is she following her account, a fashion account dedicated to her? And here's the funny thing. I think the stylist also hates Kate, because even when she was trying to mimic or copy some of Meghan's outfits, they turned out so hideous on Kate. And that's why we're like, oh, no. This breakup or this separation was not amicable. So now she has unfollowed Meghan. But guess what? She is still following Abigail Spencer, Cardi. She's following Delphine, so many Nacho, so many of Harry and Meghan's friends. And that is scary. This is next level stalking. But here's the thing, people are now like, what has put everything to rest is like, we're not Delulu. The Scotties are not Delulu saying that, hey, these people are stalking Harry and Meghan, because this is the evidence. We finally have the evidence that this is what this Kate and William and the leftover royals are doing, keeping tabs on Harry and Meghan. And it's scary. Guys, honestly, it's so scary. I've seen people say, this is just next level scary. So scary. So this is what's happening on the internet right now. It's making rounds. Everyone, this is the topic. People are talking about it. People are having discussions about it. And I'm just glad Harry he's doing everything within his power to make sure Meghan is protected. Because imagine if they didn't have that security back in Montecito, or they did not have a very protective community back in Montecito, what could have happened? You know, this is just how stalking starts. It just starts, before you know it, I don't even want to think or to imagine. I'm so glad she's safe. I'm so glad she has Harry, protecting, and she has an amazing community that's so protective, because who knows what these people are capable of doing. For years, for 15 years, she's been stalking each and everything Meghan is doing, Meghan accounts, Meghan friends. And they dare say that Meghan is irrelevant. Come on. That Meghan is irrelevant. And then after she was exposed, she immediately ran to unfollow as ever and Meghan's account. She knew what she was doing. There's no way. She knows what she's doing. She's sending a message to Kate. Anyway, as always, let's see what the internet has to say about this, because the internet is shook. The internet is like, what? Anyway, let me read some of the comments and then we'll break it down. So, also, wait, another thing that is so creepy, that people find so creepy, is that she has changed her Instagram username 15 times. Who changes their username 15 times? You see why this is creepy? You see why this is creeping a lot of people out? She changed her Instagram username 15 times, and I'm not even making that up. Don't mess with the Sussex Bureau of Investigation. We got receipts. We will get your ass. So anyway, let me get to the comments. So you know what's happening. So you have Julie says, it's only going to be a matter of time before someone discovers an account Kate herself has. An account Kate herself has. She's going to mess up and the cat will be out of the bag, like Richard, aka Maureen. I agree. Just the fact says, what's funny is that why be obvious and drop them? We know why. People can follow who they want to follow. If she wanted to follow Meghan and as ever, cool. But if you're up to shady shit, that's why you will suddenly drop them after people found out. Too late. The cat's out the bag. Lady T says, I find this all unnerving. It's beyond obsessive. I'm finding the fact she's made it public unnerving. I don't know why, but my senses are tingling. And when they do, something usually happens. God forbid. We don't want anything happening to Meghan. And then Dina says, And the derangers will tell you KP and BP don't care about Meghan. You will never catch Meghan or her inner circle following any of these feckless leftover royals. I agree. And then, sorry. Wait, where is it? Maple says stalkers often get paranoid that while they are following others, there are people following them. It's very common for them to take on multiple personas to avoid detection. It's seen a lot with domestic violence cases and serial stalkers, PEs, and murderers. Online stalkers will create multiple personas and accounts to throw off the scent of what they perceive as their own stalkers, even when there isn't one. Given that she worked for the palace, it may very well be part of the security protocol to change the IDs every so often as well, which is common in high security profile jobs as well. Sean says, one thing about us, hashtag Sussex Squad, we're gonna do the digging, deep dives, receipts, cross-referencing like it's a bloody thesis. Kensington Palace, Buckingham Palace, and the rest of the rota really thought we'd let shit slide. Now look at them, begging for YouTube likes and cameos. Clowns. Mary says, karma is never late. 9 years later, the mask is slowly being revealed, exposed and unearthed by their ineptness, ugliness, and mediocrity. Oh, what a wonderful world when the haters are now globally visible as empty vessels they've always been. Meghan Sussex is the blueprint. Then Star says the obsession is deep with both her and her husband, who, as we know, has an equally terrifying obsession with Harry and his life-stroke accomplishments. No wonder neither of them can do any work and look haunted and gaunt. Harry and Meghan just living their lives is draining them out of their own. Nelly says, Jesus Christ, these people are evil, basked in Meghan's depression, loved the abuse, the threats and bullying, yet copies Meghan's entire style, follows and stalks Meghan's friends. Lord. Superwoman says, there were many times in the past when squaddies posted side-by-side photos where Mumbles copied Meghan. We always knew it but could not prove it. This now confirms it. I agree, totally. Nubian says, it seems that Natasha is ready to expose Willie and Kate. Natasha must have had to leave for some reason. And of course, it's not amicable. And then Leo says, I mean, this move was totally intentional. She knew very well what she was doing, especially leaving us enough time for us to realize she was following Meghan stroke as ever and then unfollow these accounts. Apparently, things between her and her boss did not have a happy ending. Just says, personally, I think she wanted folks to know. This was very intentional in my opinion. I've seen a lot of people say that and I can see that as well. That was very intentional. Very intentional. She wanted us to know. And then D says, protect Meghan at all costs because this is creepy as F. Very creepy, guys. Very creepy. And then Marriott says, it's very sinister how much Meghan's sister-in-law hates her and is obsessed with her. There's nothing healthy about this situation. Totally agree. And then 21 says, gotta wonder if this exposure led to her resignation. Not that anyone with a functioning brain cell couldn't see how obvious the coping has been or is, but to have it confirmed publicly was a step too far for Keane. Then Saki says, what the F? Is she stalking? Hashtag highbrow hippie? Her boss only wears wigs. That is Cardi, like Meghan's hair color stylist. And then you have Truth Will Set You Free says, now let's watch what will the Rangers do at this point because it's beyond creepy. Stalker alert. They're quiet. All of a sudden they're so quiet. They have nothing to say. And then Donna says she prefers Meghan and desires her company and friends. So this is the discourse that's been making rounds all over social media in light of Natasha just following Meghan as ever. And then after she was exposed, she unfollows Meghan and as ever, which is super creepy. And people believe that this was very intentional. It's like she's sending Kate a message. She did it deliberately. And honestly, we need to protect Meghan at all costs. So guys, that is the update. As always, let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, share, and of course, hit that subscribe button. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.